Our tracks on the beat.
Meet up in New York City. I am Abby Harris, your host today.
What up, what up? Welcome to Beyond the Blockchain. I am your host, Abby Harris. Good morning. Welcome to Beyond the Blockchain podcast. I am your host, Abby Harris. I do this each and every day at 10 a.m. Shameless plug today. If you haven't got a chance to be a part of the Web3 network, it is a Telegram group that has a lot of resources within the tech space, whether you're looking into AI, whether you're looking into grant information, whether you're looking to developers or something within the space. All this is happening within my community Web3 network. So if you ever get a chance to be a part of the network, please do so, because mi casa su casa. What you give is what you get. Moving on, today, we're going to talk about one of the most important things that is happening today is we are above $60,000 in Bitcoin. We've been talking about this ride for a little minute. I hope those who have been in this space has been able to take their profits, because that's what's most important, and also ride the wave. Now, we've known that this thing has potentially to go back to where it came from, and we haven't seen this price since 2021. Now, if you've been accumulating your coins, your squirrel, your acorns, then this may be a good time and energy for you. But I also want to talk about one of the things that I've been talking about for weeks that's been bouncing in the $2 space, right? And it just to the moon and then to the moon, because we're going to talk about that today as well. To the moon because a certain situation then came about behind the open network. As we scroll through and look at some of these other coins and tokens, and we see that this wave has been riding with a lot of different companies. You know, and I say this all the time, if you can understand how a pool rises, you will rise with the pool. And that's what my whole concept. If Bitcoin is doing what it's doing, then expect the other coins to do what it's doing. But we also got to remember, they go one of my girls, C and Sui. You also got to remember that we are coming into a space where altcoins, alt season. Now, if you haven't got a chance, and you know, the name of my show today is Why Didn't You Listen? Because there's a lot of people right now kicking themselves in their butt and saying, look at this fetch, and saying, yo, Ab was talking about that. He said something about that. He's been talking about it for weeks, and I didn't make a move. And whose fault is that? There's no one's fault but yours. Look at it. My favorite Twitter buddy, Ash Crypto. Bitcoin is pumping hard. Looks like Bitcoin wants a new all-time high today, 61. Things is happening. If you haven't got a chance to ride the wave, right, and you feel like you left out, don't feel left out. Don't FOMO. Why? Because we're going to move over to my other guy.
$5.7 million flew in towards the market, and that is just an absolutely insane thing. Like $1 billion getting bought from the open market within 2 days' time. That is insane what we are right now seeing, and it looks to be that they are not slowing down anytime soon. And if I'm quickly going to go towards the ticker of BlackRock, open up the volume, we can usually see these very interesting data points where we are seeing volume spiking. So right now, we need another, let me see how long it will be. I think in 1 hour, in 1 hour from now on, the U.S. stock market is going to be opening, and then we will be able to see, okay, how much Bitcoin or.
See, and that's the thing. This morning it opened, but I wanted to get to an important parts, because it's all about what to do next.
Planning to move? Join the 6 million families who discover.
I didn't mean to give you guys a commercial on this. Excuse me.
Fibonacci, the resistance has already been broken, and the next stop is literally at all-time high. And once we are going to be going in towards price discovery, the first target where Bitcoin most likely is going to be straight away pushing towards, and this sounds maybe a little bit ridiculous because you think $100,000, that will be insane. But I will be quickly showing you this, guys, from all the data. So let me first go back towards the first cycle to exactly explain what my price targets are going to be here for Bitcoin. So this was the first cycle in 2011, and we saw the Bitcoin from high to low, boom, right here. The target that we straight away reached here was basically the 1.618, so that is a 61% increasement from all-time high. That is the first target, what most likely also is going to be providing support once we are going to be seeing that next correction. So that happened right there. And then looking in towards Bitcoin, in that 2018 cycle here, we saw that Bitcoin from week high to week low, we have also that 1.618. That is going to be the first target in the bull market, and that's also going to be providing support. That was in this case the $30,000, which was at that time also an insane target. Bitcoin hitting $30,000, breaking above it and flipping it into support. So what is going to be the 1.618 extension level this time around? It's going to be $100,002 for Bitcoin. 102K dollars for Bitcoin is going to be my target. Oh, wait. Sorry, guys. I need to quickly refresh.
So, Crypto Rover says 102,000 is his target. What is your target? So, that's why I said don't feel like you missed out. There's opportunity that presents itself here. Once again, I'm not providing no financial advice or whatsoever. I've just been riding the wave. I've been taking notes and just paying attention to the charts and things that are happening within this space. You know, at the end of the day, we've never seen this before,
I'm quickly
right?
changing up my camera battery. Give me 1 second, please.
Okay, no problem. We've never seen this before, right? But like they say, whatever goes down must go back up, right? So we already know that this is a test of things that is going on in this space, and it's just a way to take advantage. And that's one of the reasons why I look at some of this stuff and I pay attention to some of the stuff that is taking place within the Bitcoin space, because I've seen what the past did. So if I can take advantage of the past, then I can take advantage of the future.
A story. We got a voice. I see it, everyone in the channel. Freeze. Oh, we're back. Okay. I'm sorry for that, guys.
So
I will quickly continue with content, and of course we want to have that face cam out there so you can see my impression about the Bitcoin pump, of course. Gonna talk about altcoins in a second.
Moving on. If you haven't got a chance to check out any of the Beyond the Blockchain podcasts, make sure you do so. You can find me on all of the digital service platforms. Make sure you do that. We have a lot of interviews and a lot of stuff that's going on. I had to just push the plug in a little later in the show instead of doing it the first run, right? Moving on. VeChain. Actually, this is You Today news. VeChain consolidates 80% surge with a new token launch. Where are you at today with all of these altcoins? Are you in a space where you can say, hey, I missed that boat, but I won't miss this boat? Moving on. 3 reasons Solana price might soar in 2024. It was only 3 reasons. What are the 3 reasons? Bitcoin, AVAX, Tau. Why is that? Because it's like a floating ducky in the pool. So if the pool rises, the floating ducky rises. And that is the same concept that I'm going to use with Solana. We see all of these tokens, they kind of like all make the same moves together, but some does a surprisingly move. Now, one of the things one of the reasons why Solana might be parabolic is because of the integration with Filecoin. Now, I've been talking about Filecoin for a minute, and we all know Filecoins is a part of decentralized physical infrastructure. DIDNT. If you have anything about DIDNT, this is something that you want to pay attention to, because it is a sector that is moving and is moving in a rapid space. And yes, that is one of the reasons. So once again, like, what's so funny? And once again, I named this show today, Why Did You Not Listen? This is for all the people who had the fear of saying, "Oh, I'm gonna get in, but I'm not sure." Why did you not listen? Today could be a new day for you. It'd be a great day for you, right? It can definitely be a great day for you. Okay, let's go. Should we wait for Bitcoin at 60,000? Ethereum secures its way to 3,500. Dogecoin at a pivotal level. See, opportunity, like I said, right now, everybody should be on their all-time high of what's going on in the space and be giddy happy that they seen Bitcoin rise to the position that it did. Moving on, things you didn't know about the Tesla humanoid robot. Now, the funny thing that this comes up today is because what technically is the purpose of the Tesla robot? Like, what is the purpose of these robots? I keep hearing robots, but do we even know what is the real reason that everything is pro-robot right now?
Elon Musk's Tesla is famous for its electric cars, but the company is also a world leader in robotics. Musk considers Tesla's AI to be severely underrated, a claim that's not entirely baseless. While Tesla attracts world-class talent to build robots and artificial intelligence, these areas are much less talked about because they're not the central focus of the company.
However, Tesla builds incredible robots and AI systems. Its main vehicle for showcasing them is Optimus. Tesla humanoid robots. Let's dive into some of the most interesting and relative unknown parts of Tesla robot division. Well, we know that it will walk around the office, okay, right? We definitely... Oh no, we're not gonna get flagged today. No flagging today. Let's see. Bumblebee. Optimus. All this sounds like Transformers to me. iRobot. That's all I gotta say. Look at this. Imagine you walking home and this thing is standing at your door. This thing is standing at your door. This is Generation 2, December 23. Designs actuators and sensors. This is a little... Listen, man. If you like it, I hate it. I'm not a fan of none of this. Like Dark Vader over here then took over with this Optimus. Now they got the Optimus dancing and nobody's... Imagine all of these guys walking towards you somewhere. You wouldn't even know how to act or function. Homeboy over there changing the tire like it's all good. Nah. Once again, I can't tell you how I am not a fan of Teslas. I'm not a fan of robots, not a fan of robotics, not a fan of them capturing all your information, not a fan of them policing us, not a fan of automatic driving cars. Not a fan. I can't even express how I'm not a fan. But there are some good uses to robots. And one of the good uses to robots is what? Robot seeing eye dog. Now, this is a problem as well because now all of the seeing eye dogs have lost their jobs. At the end of the day, this always falls back to someone losing their jobs. That's what it seems like this thing falls back on. Someone is losing their job. Dog trainers. Okay, now let's go down the line of job loss with this. Dog trainers. All right, dog groomers. Facilities that train dogs. So that's the whole facility. That's the office desk. That's logistics of packages coming in and coming out. That's the dog itself. So what do we need a real dog if you have a seeing eye robot dog? Please tell me. Look at this. All these gadgets and eyes on this robot dog. And we already know what we think about some of these electronics. You know that they fail. They have failed a lot of times, guys. We know they have failed a lot of times. How? We seen Tesla automatic self-driving cars with all of these magnificent sensors crash into stable cars, police cars, causing all types of injuries and everything. So I personally don't have the full trust in AI. I have a feeling that this thing is going to go rogue against us, right? We've seen it in previous movies. We've seen it with the Terminator. This thing is inevitable for it to do what it does. So imagine a robot, your AI seeing eye dog robot, walk you into the street, this blind person into the street, and it can be a straight catastrophe.
The RoboGuide project develops an assistive robotic dog to help blind persons navigate indoor spaces.
When we are developing something like this, it's a mixture of several things. The first challenge is how to learn the environment.
Outdoor GPS performs excellently, and that's why we use them for our cars and our maps on our phones. Indoor spaces are subject to deteriorating GPS signals.
We use computer vision. We use 3D technology where it scans the whole environment and it understands where each object, each pillar, each obstacle is, and it memorizes or remembers that. The second thing is
See, it sounds all good until it happens in real life, and then in real life there are obstacles that this thing can't pass through and pass in front of
Some
it.
SLAM algorithms, simultaneous localization and mapping algorithms, to help the robot navigate its way in an indoor location.
the third technology that we integrated in there, interactivity.
We've integrated some large language models to this solution.
Blah, 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 blah. Guess what's happening while this robot is walking around this blind person house? It's capturing information and it's feeding it to somebody, and you're being sold, your data is being sold. So I'm not feeling it. Moving on. X-Pen X2, the world's first flying car. What's this flying car? Flying car. Do you want a flying car? Always. There's never a time that I may not get flagged due to the fact of the information that is being provided. I thought I would be able to watch the video of the flying car, but obviously not. We don't care about flying cars anyway. Apple. Remember Apple was making this smart car? They suddenly killed the mold. They're no longer making a smart car, which Apple should stick to phones and computers and not cars. Even though I understand most of this technology that is built and is being used in cars, which is kind of scary once again, because we seen these things crash, right? You got a self-flying, not even a self-flying. Of course, in these flying cars, they're going to put AI. Of course, they're going to put self-flying autopilot. These are the things that make me very, very uncomfortable within the space. Moving on. Explain to me how we talk all of this stuff about Sony, all of this stuff about the PS5, all of this new updates, but they still laying off 900 jobs at PlayStation. This is crazy to me. Why? 900 jobs at PlayStation. I honestly thought PlayStation was doing exceptionally well. But with the functionality of AI, then guess what, guys? It is all bad from here. AI is taking over. It's taking your jobs. It's like every day there's another sector that I go into that I talk about that there are job loss. Every day. And then a lot of these companies, they're making big bucks. There's a lot of big bucks happening, right? They don't have no issues with winning quarters where they make so much money, but they still insist on still insisting on laying people off. There are a lot of signs that are happening. Please, guys, pay attention. I hope that this Bitcoin rally did something phenomenal for you. I'm hoping that this Bitcoin rally, on your rallying up all your acorns to make this time the best time, because we talked about it in 2001, we talked about it in 2018. We seen a lot of new millionaires being made. Are you in line to be the next millionaire in Web3 and crypto? That is my question. Are you in line? Did you take full advantage of this? Do you even know how to take full advantage of it? That's the question. I know I talk to a lot of people about a lot of stuff, but I don't really talk about how to go about things. So, if you want to know how to go about things, just like a few weeks ago, I was teaching people how to just set up some basic things. I have the same thing going on. So if you want to know how that you can take advantage of this. Now, mind you, guys, as we watch, there's a potential that we may make it to 100K. What could you do? 100K. Now, here's the question, because I like to use a lot of tools. How would you get to 100? How could you 10x yourself within this space? How? Pull up, send me an email, send me a DM. I got a class that I'm going to pop off to show you a strategy on how you can run with the bull market. That's what we're talking about, running with the bull market. I'm going to go back into my boy, Crypto Ash, because he got a little bit more information that I think that you guys should listen to.
Second, because I see a lot of people talking about it. But in the meantime, guys, while I'm continuing my chat about where Bitcoin is heading towards next, I'm going to talk about altcoins in a second, so make sure to stick in the stream. But make sure to also slap up that like button on today's update video, guys, because I see we only got 150 likes right now here. If you could right now stop this bear market, also the point we broke the all-time high, we went straight away towards the 1.618. That is the point where we always go very exponential. It happened in, 4 weeks time. So these things tend to be happening very quickly. And let me quickly remove the drawings. So these things tend to happen very quickly in 4 to 5 weeks from approximately. And yeah, that is what I will be also expecting for Bitcoin. So once we break that all-time high, 4 to 5 weeks straight away after, we are probably going to be hitting $100,000. And you may be wondering, what is the top of the bull market? What is the top of the bull market target? I could also do some analysis for that, and that is usually going to be the 3.618. But we are seeing diminishing returns. So in this case, I would be going for, let's say, a 3x from the previous all-time high. So I will set a little bit of a.
I've been saying it for weeks. There's no possible way that all of these companies, BlackRock and so on and so forth, is buying Bitcoin at 40,000. Y'all hear me? 40,000. And that may be the new bottom for them. That may be the new bottom, and that new bottom. And I keep saying it. If there's a potential that this thing could go to 100, right? Then 40,000 is not a bad number whatsoever that you bought in there. You just got to make sure that you're doing your due diligence. That's all I'm gonna say. Do your due diligence. You know what I need to talk about today? Mobile World Convention happening in Barcelona. I talked about it yesterday. I'm curious, was there anything else that popped up other than a clear laptop? I have no interest in a clear laptop. Some of the small watches that I see is really, really cool. And I know that they're moving AI and all of that stuff into some of these small watches. I don't know, I'm just going to use that term. I don't know, sometimes, like I was speaking about yesterday about this particular watch that Motorola is displaying, right? This is just a display, but look how it looks now. Look at regular wear and tear. The guy had it on his arm, and he showed it on his arm. And what did I see? It looked very dirty. It looks dirty. Look at that. Why would I want to watch and be around people and I'm wearing a watch that has sweat dirt because you didn't wrap it around your wrist. Like, not a fan. Not a fan whatsoever. I don't get this. Like, what is the purpose of this? Like, an adaptive display concept. It's a concept watch, but I don't get it. Like, what is the point of a flexible watch? We all know screens are flexible, right? That was a new thing in the CES show, all these flex screens that they had. But a flexible watch, I'm not really feeling it. I don't even see the purpose of it. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Well, once again, this is me. You know, you might find something that say, hey, looks very interesting. And like, it goes for me. Remember it's not even a couple. Remember they kept showing these clear iPhones and all this clear stuff. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me because the first thing we talk about all the time is privacy. We don't want people to see where we at or what we doing in our phones, right? So why would I have a clear phone? On that note, I'm going to leave it right there. Thank you for tuning in. I do this each and every day. We talk about everything Web3. Web Network is my community. Make sure you get a chance to be a part of it. Like I said, there's a lot of resources in there and a lot of people. If you're building, there's stuff to build with people in there. Founder forums, I have a whole lot of topics and stuff. Matter of fact, can I pull up my topics? Oh, here are all the topics, right? This is, if you get a chance to be a part of my community, Web3 Network, I have a general that we talk every day. I have alpha events where all the events that's happening that I have tickets to or access to, I post there. I have AI tools. I have a list of AI tools. If there's something specific that you're looking for as far as AI tools, new or old, is in there. I kind of need to update that a little bit as well. I have a startup hub. I have news. I have a whole topic of DIDNT projects that I still updating. We got crypto coins, where we talk about crypto coins. Of course, the podcast, Beyond the Blockchain podcast. And I have asked the community. So if you're looking for a developer or a coder or something within that realm, I have that. Music and film news. And then I have a subject that a lot of people like, which is called books and good reads. So if you have any idea of anything within this space, I have a book on it, right? And these books are free. Day trading, if you want to learn day trading, how to get passive income, the Side Hustle Bible, all of these resources are in my Web3 network, and it's there for the people, for you to be a part of my community. So if you have been tapping in, you know what it's about. Mikasa Sukasa, you get in what you get out of it. So that is it. This is Beyond the Blockchain podcast. Thank you for tuning in. And I'll see you guys next, same bad channel, same bad time. Peace.
Add tracks on the beat.
Meet up in New York City. I am Abby Harris, your host today.
What up? Welcome to Beyond the Blockchain. I am your host, Abby Harris.